So just a little bit about myself. I'm actually not new to City Harvest. I got saved here 2003, Jurong West days. So I was here 2003, 03 until 2016 for a good 13 years, and I was from the 2010 SOT batch. Wow. My batch had, I think 400. Well, I think one of the highest numbers of graduates. Yeah, so
that year my 700.
Okay, you win. Okay, yeah, but yeah. So this is my home ground. This is my home church. Currently, I'm with Cornerstone, actively serving there, but I'm still a regular face here. I still keep in touch with many wonderful brothers and sisters over here.
Your wife, Cornerstone.
Yeah, together. So we are together at Cornerstone, actively serving, and then. Cornerstone now has a new location at Orchard Towers. I think some of y'all have read. So we'll be moving there, and then bringing light into the darkness. Yeah, so like City House Church. Okay, so professionally, I started off as a pharmacist. So I was in the corporate, and then I decided to take a leap of faith and went into entrepreneurship. So 2017, I left my pharmacy practice, and the reason because, so this is my spiritual family, I can just share with you. God has put in my heart very early on when I got saved that I was to do mission work. Yeah, I knew that being in the corporate, they are always answerable to a company, to bosses, and this kind of restricts my ability to do mission work. So particularly in the area of education, to build a school for less privileged children. So this is what God put in my heart. So 2017, I left the corporate without a clear plan of what actually, some people, they plan their runway. They want to leave corporate, then they plan their runway. Okay, I'm going to go into this business, then I'm going to start here and there. But I don't have a plan, so I just took a leap of faith. And 2017, I was already married, so my wife, she was very uncertain, because usually those with spouses, the wives want some certainty and security, but I was very thankful, thank God that she really supported me. It wasn't easy. That's why she's here today. Yeah, and it wasn't easy because the entrepreneurship journey, when I left corporate, so I can just, this is a safe space. So I was earning about 6,000 plus as a pharmacy manager. So imagine that, 6,000 plus to zero for 2 years. Yeah, so this is the kind of hardship that those of us amongst us who left the corporate and went to entrepreneurship, you kind of experience. So I understand and I empathize because I actually walked the journey and I've been through all the hardship before. Yeah, so today's sharing, you don't have to copy notes. Of course, I'll send in the group chat later. It's a slide deck. So I actually use Claude. So nowadays, everything AI. As business owners, I really encourage each and every one of y'all to familiarize yourself with AI and find ways of leveraging AI for your business as well as for your personal life. So I did this with Claude plus ChatGPT. Yeah, the specifics can just talk to me later. I'm happy to share. Okay, so this is my tagline. I realized that some of us, when we introduce ourselves, it's quite, for the lack of a better word, it's a bit plain vanilla. So when I introduce myself, I say from dispensing drugs to dispensing joy. Yeah, so I encourage everyone, please find a tagline that is a bit catchy, a bit different, a bit blue ocean that sticks, and then people want curious and interested to find out more about you. Yeah, so this is what I do. I do coaching. I coach people in terms of career transitions, which is what I went through, and also in life, finding clarity and joy in what they do. Okay, next slide. Got to click next. I think I can press arrows. Okay, so this is the Kingdom way of connection. This community is very different. When I left corporate and I went to entrepreneurship, I also joined a lot of business networking. And the commonality I find in business networking is that when you go to business networking, people immediately take out name cards and exchange. And to me, Christian fellowship is very different. So being in SUBF, our purpose and our vision here is also very different. That's why as Christian business owners, we also need to level up, not just being the normal networking exchange name cards, but through this framework, KLTR. It's a KLTR 4 main points. I didn't actually come out with this framework. Someone, if you know, you're in the professional speaking industry, this guy called Eric Feng. Who knows Eric Feng? Yeah, some of y'all know. Okay, for those who don't know, Eric Feng is this guy who is a trainer, a speaker, and then he focused a lot on training and speaking to the finance industry. Yeah, so training people how to brand themselves and how to be known. So KLTR, next. Okay, so every entrepreneur knows power of networking, but we are called to be something more, something deeper, build divine connections. Okay, KLTR, this is a summary. Know, like, trust, refer. Okay, so based on Bible verse as well. So right now, before I jump into the first point, which is know, I want you all to take out your handphones. Okay, take out your handphones. Okay, go to Google or whichever your favorite search engine, or you can even use your ChatGPT and all that. Now you type in your full name and you press enter. See what happens. What comes up? What does Google know about you, or ChatGPT, or Claude, or Perplexity, whichever AI you use? What do they know about you? And this is very important for me to bring through my next point on know. Okay, so y'all can see, so this is a litmus test of how powerful your personal brand is. And this is very important because when I left corporate, the very first thing that I learned was digital marketing. And I realized that as entrepreneurs, we need to know how to market ourselves. Because if we don't market ourselves, we don't market our companies, our product service, there's no one else to do it. So we really have to do it. Yeah. So knowing is about being visible and genuine. So next slide. Okay, let people see you. Yeah, so of course I'm in the coaching industry and it's quite getting a bit red ocean. So it's getting a bit crowded space. Everybody say they're coaches, and then government programs, NTUC have all the coaching programs as well. So the question is, what is so different? What is so unique about you? What stands out about you? Number one. And what does the internet, the digital world, Google, ChatGPT, what do they know about you? This is number two. And all this is very, very important. So people may not remember your pitch, but they remember your peace. So we are called to be peacemakers. We bring peace, and people need to know about you. Yeah, they really need to know what is in your heart through your business. So your business needs to carry the values inside, and that's very important because as Christian business owners, we are not just selling a product, we're not just selling a service, but it's really about our values, number one, and it's really about our story. Okay, next slide. So this is very practical tactics. So whatever that I'm sharing here, immediately after that, when we go out and just have some refreshments, you can start to practice. It's all very tactical. Okay, share your testimony, share your story. What is your story? How do you get into your business? For me, as a pharmacist, and I realized that I can't stay in corporate if I want to fulfill my vision for God, to do mission work, to build a school. I can't stay in corporate forever. I need to leave. So this is my story. Each and every one of us have a story. I mean, my story is not as exciting as like house burned down, touch wood, losing my life, no touch wood. It's not that dramatic, but the point is, every one of us have our own story. We went through our hardship and how God brought us out of the darkness, out of the valleys, into breakthrough. Yeah, so we have our story. So please share it and then let people know and understand what's inside your heart, why you do the things you do. So Simon Sinek, there's this very famous, start with your why. This is your why. And you yourself as well, in terms of personal branding, start with your why. Okay, so next slide. And now we come to step 2 called like. So those of you who have been to various business events, so how many of y'all have heard of this, be a farmer, not a hunter? How many of y'all have heard of this farmer hunter thing before? Okay, for those of y'all who are not so familiar about this farmer hunter, let me explain briefly. So why they say that we need to be farmer, not hunters, because the farmer farms and he gives. When a farmer is going to a business event, he or she is looking to bless people. And then a hunter is go there, bang, 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 shoot everybody, kill everybody. Whoever I can kill, the more I can kill, the better. So that's a hunter. And then generally the world wisdom is, let's be farmers, not hunters. But let me just put it to you, both roles, farmers and hunters, they are actually mentioned in the Bible. And everything that's mentioned in the Bible, there's a very specific purpose. Yeah, remember the story of Jacob and Esau. So hunting is also important. But here's my perspective, my take on this, that we are called to be both, but we have to be very wise about when we can hunt. And to me, the hunting is very small portion, maybe 1% or 0.1%. And then the rest of 99% or 99.9% you are farming. And this, I feel, is what it means by being a Christian-minded business person or entrepreneur. That you're always, you go to whatever event, you're looking to bless. Yeah, I'm really very touched by this community. I have to mention Anthony because I can cry. I just posted an event, just hosting some people, open house, and then he texted me and said, hey, I want to bless you with the food. So this kind of character, it shows me that this person really has a heart of God. He has been through tough times for sure. I know whenever somebody say this, he has been through tough times and he knows how is it to go through that valley, and then he understands and he just wants to help. Yeah, so my point is that whenever you are going to any event, look to bless, look to give. How can I bless this person? How can I help this person with my knowledge, with my experience, with my network? How can I refer this person, which is the last point, which I'll come to later. And the whole idea is that we are called, I feel we are called to be farmers and hunters. But the hunters, very strategic part. When the harvest is ripe for reaping, that's when we can sort of hunt and bring in that. But first, we have to do our homework and we have to farm. We have to give, we have to bless. And that's where we can be different from all the other people that you meet at other networking events outside. Okay, next point. Like, how to be likable in a Christ-like way. So whenever we have conversations, I'm a life coach, and I like to ask a bit unusual and a bit deeper questions. For example, what are you looking forward to in the next 3 to 5 years? How is your business? How does it tie in with some of your values, some of your passions? So I like to ask this a little bit left field, a bit unusual questions, but this allows us to connect on a deeper level with people. And let's go beyond that. Because we are Christian entrepreneurs, let's go beyond the normal. Later, go out and practice. How can you be more likable? How can you be more memorable? How can you be more helpful? Okay, next. Trust. Okay, so trust, this is, I shall not belabor, but very important. Everything is reflected through what we do, even the smallest thing. And I firmly believe we are all stewards of whatever resources that God has given us. Money, finance, time, knowledge, so on and so forth. So we need to be very wise stewards. And everything that we say yes, let it be yes, and no, let it be yeah. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. So very simple. I've not been as an entrepreneur, not very long, 5-6 years. Some of y'all have been decades. But I've seen enough that even if they are Christians or someone even very long time church members, no difference. Yeah, they are still men and sometimes they don't really honor the word. And even more so if you know that it's a fellow Christian, and why are you not honoring you? So let's be above and beyond. Be examples of Christ-like entrepreneurs. Let our yes be yes, let be no be no. Amen. Okay, next. Okay, be consistent. Okay, next slide. Yeah, so at the end of when we go and meet God, meet our Maker, we have to report everything, and there's nothing you can hide from God. God knows everything. So all the things that even your closest family, friends, they might not know, God knows. Okay, so there's nothing you can hide before God. And so God knows whatever things that you are doing. And let's be above board. Okay. Last one, refer. So this is my addition to Eric Feng's, he has KLT, so I have R, refer. And immediately, of course, this you can also practice outside when we have our refreshments. Ask yourself this question: when I meet this person, how can I connect this person to someone who can potentially collaborate or potentially be a customer, use his or her product service? Yeah, always ask yourself this question. And as Christian business leaders, I see all of us as leaders, entrepreneurs, we are called to be connectors, connect people. So Jesus himself he's a super connector, connect here, connect here, connect here. Yeah, so I feel that as Christians as well, business leaders, we also need to be connectors. And the reason why I say is also very strategic. When people see that you can connect people, they always come to you. And then they always have you at the top of their mind. So in marketing speak, it's called mind share. And this is very important for your personal branding. Yeah. So I encourage everyone, try as much as possible, create connections. And that helps you in terms of your personal brand as well. It's a ripple effect thing. Okay, next slide. Okay, those who open doors for others and give God glory. So generally, we'll refer people who we trust. And in the kingdom, that's how it multiplies. So kingdom operates in multiplication. That's how it multiply impact. Okay, next. Okay, these are some reflection questions. Now you can take a picture if you want to. For you to, on your own, you can do some self-reflection. Who do I need to know better? That's the first question. And who do I really like but need to trust deeper? Finally, who can I refer to bless today? So every time you go through these 3 questions before any business events, you just quickly go through these 3 questions, and I'm pretty sure that this will help you to become a better business leader that carries Christ in you. Okay, with that, I think I'm done. Is that done? Next one. 3 more slides. Okay, so a bit hard to see. Rapport is not about impress people, but you about expressing God through people. Yeah, so those of us who have friends who are non-believers, who are business partners who are non-believers, they don't know God and they can't see God. But through you, you are the conduit, we are the conduit, we are the vessels. That's how they can see and experience God. And we need to bear that in mind. Yeah. Okay. So Lord, make us vessels. So this is a prayer. Lord, make us vessels of kingdom rapport. So every conversation, so later you have any conversation, let it be a chance for divine connection so that we can give God. Thank you.
Amen. Wow. Awesome. Thank you.